Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to introduce my team. First, myself is Alda Bella, and then Alma Fitria Milania, and Muhammad Dafa, and the last one is Rifki Apriliansyah. We are from Indonesia Islamic University. We do research workload analysis on administrative employees at XYZ Retail Shop using the full-time equivalent method. Okay, next for the outline of this presentation, first is background, research, methods, result, and discussion, and also conclusion. I will start from the first outline, background. First, the background of Indonesia market business. Good economic potential making Indonesia the home for the mini market business in Southeast Asia. With the higher business opportunities, the number of mini market in Indonesia is increasing. Based on Nielsen's What's Next for Southeast Asia report, it shows that in 2017, the number of mini market in Indonesia reached 43,826 stores, according to Lubis 2019. Second, the background from human resource planning. Human resource planning is one of the most important things in developing company strategy and performance to provide the best quality. The ability of human resource to complete their work can be assessed from the result of their work. If the company has quality human resource and the right quantity, then the company can grow and develop well. And the background of workload. The workload is several work targets or target result that must be achieved in a certain time unit. The workload is the main aspect that forms the basis for calculating employee formation. It is based on data from Kementerian Indonesia Pendayagunaan Aparatur Negara 2004. And the last one, background from workload analysis. Planning and management of human resource can be done through workload analysis. Workload analysis is a method commonly used to determine the amount of labor required. The workload is distributed unevenly, which can cause discomfort in the working atmosphere because some employees feel the workload given is too heavy or maybe too light, according to Moekijat 2008. Okay, next, the second outline is research method. In this study, we use the full-time equivalent method. Full-time equivalent or FTE is a time-based workload analysis method by measuring the duration of the completion of a job, then convert it into an index of the FTE value, according to Dewi and Satria 2012. In using the FTE method, there are 5 steps that need to be done. Namely, first, determine work units and employee categories. Determine the time available in a year. The data required includes working days, annual leave, education and training, national holiday, absent from work, and working time. Establish allowance standard. Determine the standard workload. Calculate the number of employees needed per work unit. And we move to the third outline, result and discussion. Here is the organizational structure in XYZ Retail Shop. Based on the organizational structure here, it can be seen the number of employees in the branch division is 1 person, area manager 1 person, area coordinator 1 person, store head 1 person, merchandiser and courier 6 people, merchandiser and cleaning service 4 people, merchandiser and admin 1 person. So the number of employees at retail store XYZ is 16 people. And then the 3 divisions in the organizational structure have their respective job description. The job description contains the duties and responsibility of each department. In administration, the job description details its records, sales, and purchases, the operator all items sold and purchases. Record financial reports, the operator create financial report, and check inventory, the operator checks the stock of goods that are still available. In cashier, the job description detail first If receive payment money, the operator receive payment money from the customer, make the remaining payment of money. The operator takes the remaining money and gives it to the customer. And the last one, submit the product to the customer. The operator delivers the product that has been paid for by the customer. In merchandiser, the job description details is set product displays. The operator organize and classify products on display in the store. Promote goods, the operator promote goods through social media or bazaar. Okay, next, employees of XYZ retail shop have working hours, working days, and holidays. The following is the working time and leave that can be obtained by employees in 2021. First, working time for 9 hours in one day. Working time for 6 days is 1 week. Working time for 24 days in 1 month, and there are several kinds of days off. Based on the data obtained, the number of days off from the administrative division at XYZ Retail Shop is 73 days. XYZ Retail Shop has national holidays, but this does not apply to the merchandiser and courier division, so that on holidays, XYZ Retail Shop only accept the process of delivering goods or shopping through the XYZ Retail Shop application, but does not open the store. The total weekend is 48 days for 1 year, which is 1 day each week. Each employee is entitled to leave 7 days a year, 6 leave for 2 days, where the amount depends on each employee. Okay, next, the full-time equivalent calculation is obtained by dividing the total time complete a task for certain unit minutes per year by the total effective minutes of work. Based on this data, the effective working time can be calculated, and the effective working time is 125,749.8 minutes per year. The calculation is obtained from the calculation of the total working time in minutes, which is 157.680 minutes multiplied by the average efficiency factor 100% minus allowance. So that it is obtained 79.75%. Then calculated the total effective working minutes, and the result is 125,749.8. After that, the FTE calculation per activity detail is carried out by dividing the total minutes per year by the total effective minutes work. Then the FTE value per activity details is added up to get the overall FTE value. Then it can be seen from the table on the following slide. It is known that the workload per worker is 1.35. So the workforce needed is 1.35 or as many as 2 people. Therefore, it is necessary to add 1 employee in the administration division. Okay, after calculation based on data, so that the calculation results are included in the overload category. In the administration, there is 1 employee. Therefore, 1 additional employee is needed, so that there are 2 employees in the administration section. This recommendation is given with the aim the workers do not feel tired. Work fatigue has a significant effect on productivity. Okay, that concludes my presentation. Thank you for the attention. Good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.